What's going on there, Go Chasers? All right, we're back at it again with another camera review. All right, so I'm at work, but I'm about to go to the gym for my lunch break. But while I'm on my lunch break, we're gonna test out another camera. All right, and today's camera we're gonna test out is the DJI Osmo Action 5. All right, now I like this camera, and so if you're new to the channel, or new to this series, I should say, the goal is to find out what is the perfect camera for the fitness influencer, or the person who wants to record their workouts or record someone else's workouts for that matter. So today we're going to do the DJI Osmo Action 5. This has a lot of good features, but we haven't tested it out in the gym yet. And today is going to be a DJI day because we got some accessories with it. We also got the DJI remote, this wrist remote. So this will be helpful when I set up the camera so that I don't have to go back and forth to the camera to start recording, stop recording. And we are going to use these DJI, I think these are the Mic Mini. We're going to use these so that I can, give you a little commentary while we do it. But before we do that, I need to get my pre-workout in. So stick around for my pre-workout, and then we'll go hit this gym up. All right. So for my pre-workout, I have been sticking to these these are gummies, creatine gummies. And I really like these, so I'm trying a new flavor. This is the sour green apple. Give these a try. Hopefully these are as good as the blueberry. As you can see, I haven't even tasted these yet. So I'll go ahead and give these a try. And look at the crystals on them bad boys. Dang. All right. At least 3 of them. Oh my god. Those are real good. These are better. So, these are better than the blueberry. All right. Well, for the pre-workout, we got Oxy Shred. Now, this is something new. Usually, I'm doing Mother Bucker, but I change all the time. So, I finished the Mother Bucker. I want to try something different. This one is a thermogenic fat burner. Slimer flavor, nostalgic, take me back to the days of Ghostbusters. Thing with this, it tastes really good. So I really like the flavor of this. And it works. It's not as strong as Mother Bucker, but I feel it. I was taking something in between there, and I really didn't like it because I didn't feel anything. So it felt like I was just taking pre-workout, not feeling nothing. And then I also got this. Now, this kept coming up on my Facebook and my Instagram, and so I decided to give it a try. It's called Burn 20, and it's by Alpha Lion. All right, it's a non-stem thermogenic performance aid. It's supposed to help burn fat. It's got L-carnitine and mitoburn or whatever, so, anything to help burn fat, I'm all for it. So, that's what we got here. So let's get to it. All right, we're gonna give it a shake. All right, let's do this. All right, so I'm here at the gym now, and I'm about to go in here. So this camera setup was a little much, but for some reason I couldn't get the remote to work, or the remote's not working, but looks like my microphone is working, and I got it paired Bluetooth, so that's a plus. So that's a good thing. And one thing I'm liking right now is this forward-facing camera, so that's a beautiful thing so far. So far I'm liking it, all besides the remote. So I'm gonna go in here, get a workout, see if we could try checking out a couple of resolutions, especially the 4K 120, and see what else they got on here that it would be good for using in the gym to you know, increase your creativity when you're in here. So let's go in here and see what we can do. All right. About to do my little treadmill routine. This I can't record because it's gonna be a little much, but you get the little stretch in. Oh yes. Ugh. You gotta love when you get old, you know, you gotta stretch. These old bones. How old are y'all out there trying to get big? I'm 44, going on 45. Oh, my back. Oh, my neck and my back. That feel good. Feel good. Oh, if you're out there trying to do it, you know what I'm talking. Oh, size it looks so far. How's the colors look? I got it in a, I believe this is a D-Log. It's D-Log for DJI. And it looks pretty good from the front facing screen. So we're gonna see when we do posts. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this running, and then we'll go around and look at these other resolutions. All right, now it's time to check out these resolutions. So this is 1080, 60. It's 2.7K, 60. Now this, 4K, 60. And for that slow-mo, we got the 4K 120. All right, so what do you think? Can you tell the difference between the different resolutions?
Yes.
What about the slow motion with the 120? How you like that? I really can't tell the difference between 1080, the 2.7, the 4K. This camera doesn't go any higher than 4K, which kind of sucks, but from what I heard, YouTube and all the social media platforms don't go higher than 1080 anyway, or they downsample or downgrade your footage to 1080. So it doesn't matter. So, you know, I'm just being greedy, you know, but that's neither here nor there. So now let's see what else we got on this camera that we can use in this gym situation. All right, they got a setting called subject tracking. We're gonna check it out, see how it looks, how it works. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to do some lunges here. We'll see how that works out with some dump or some kettlebells. All right, let's try it.
All right, as you can see, there is slow-mo on this camera. So if you don't feel like going through setting up the camera so that, you know, it's 120 frames per second, 4K, 10, whatever, you know, you can hit slow-mo and it's already preset in the camera. So that's a plus, you know what I'm saying? But I believe in slow-mo, it removes the audio, so you have no audio. Now they have something on here called Super Night I want to try out, and I'm assuming it's something that you would use when the conditions are dark. So whether you're in a dark gym with like these fluorescent lights, or if you're outside and outside and it's dark, or in a dark room like the EOS that I have in Lake Elsinore. This one doesn't have a recording room that has a dark room like that, but they do have this room called Fitness Unchained, and it is pretty dark in there. So let's try to go in there and see what it looks like. Well, I guess I won't be going in there, but they do have a cinema room, so let's check out the cinema room. All right, so I'm all done in there. That was a good workout. Yeah, we're not here for the workout. We're here for this camera. This camera is a good camera. You can look online. You'll see all the reviews. There's a lot of reviews on this camera, but none about using it in the gym situation. And, you know, I think that's very important because a lot of people are fitness influencers and they're going in these gyms, and these gyms are dark and they're light and they're, you know, some have lots of windows where they're letting the light in. Some have hardly any windows. So, you know, it's good to have these cameras to where you can have these different environments and see how they handle them. So as far as this one, the DJI Action 5 Pro, it is what they say it is. It's a good camera, but it's not perfect. So let's talk about the pros and cons here. All right, so when it comes to the pros, the forward-facing monitor, that is definitely a pro. And not only does it have a forward-facing screen, or the monitor, it's a touchscreen. So where that's important is when composing your shot and doing all of that, you can see the screen right in front of you. You don't have to flip up anything or whatever, you know. Like me, I wear gloves, and flipping up the screens and all that stuff, it sucks. So you can see right there. And then with it being a touchscreen, if you need to make an adjustment on the fly, you can just go ahead and do it from the front screen instead of turning the camera around and changing all of your adjustments that you just made and then trying to do it all over again. So I really like the forward-facing touchscreen, and that's probably one of the biggest wins on this camera. Besides that, you have a lot of different modes on this camera that come in clutch, I guess. You got your slow-mo. So if you're not a real good settings person, you know, like changing your settings from 4K to 4K 120 and doing all of that, you just go into slow-mo and it's already preset in there. So that's good for people who aren't into the whole, you know, frame rates and resolutions and all that stuff. It's already set for you. The subject tracking, I think the subject tracking is good, especially if you're a one-man show like myself. You know, you don't have a person who's recording you. You can have that, you can set that up, and it kind of gives the illusion of someone recording you. Now with these 360 cameras out here nowadays, they have a real good setup to where, you know, you're able to track yourself all the way around the camera and all the way around the space, really. But this gives you a way to track yourself around that frame. And so it's something, you know, and it gives you that illusion that you got a cameraman. Besides that, I like the accessories it has. It has this cage I got from PGY Tech. Now there's a lot of accessories for this Action 5 Pro, but I like these PGY Tech accessories because they're easy. I mean, period. They're easy. I like the quick release plates for it because they work well and they're easy. And I have them on my cameras as well, like full-size cameras to action cameras. They just work well. They have the GoPro mount or action camera mounts, and then they also have a different mount that I'll show you. So works really, really well. Besides that, the Bluetooth wireless with the DJI. I don't know if it works with the other wireless microphones, but with the DJI, it paired flawlessly. It was so easy to pair. And so, you know, a lot of things with, you know, content creation, you know, the easier the better. And that goes for damn near anything in life. The easier the better. So it paired very easy. One thing that didn't pair easy or at all was the remote. So I'm not sure what was up with that. Maybe that remote doesn't work with the 5 and it only works with the 4. I'm not sure. We could test that out later, but it didn't work with this one. So I don't know. Maybe it was just the day, but I wish it did work. But yeah, the ND filters came in clutch, especially out here on this hot day, sun shining. Got your ND filters, and then I also have a Pro Mist filter that I have on top, which it just slides over the the lens. So whatever lens you have on there already, you just put this Pro Mist filter on top of it. Just slides right on. So perfect. Like I say, easy. So as far as the pros, it's a good camera. Now, as far as the super light, that's to be determined. I want to see what it looks like in post, because I couldn't really tell a difference when I was using it, but I was just using the X5 a couple days ago, and I couldn't tell on that one until I got in post, and that looked amazing. They got pure video on that one. It looked amazing. So hey, this one could too. We'll see. And I'm not sponsored by anybody, so I can use anybody's camera names and whatever in the videos, so it's all good.
Can we be in your vlog?
Oh, yeah, why not?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Dude, he's doing it. Hello. Yeah, so
Yeah.
he just got buff right now. He got me right.
I didn't get buff.
I followed the workouts like him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey.
So, hi guys. He also got me right too. Yeah. If we appear on the vlog, I don't know.
I'm sorry
Yeah.
about him. I'm sorry. He's a
Hey.
bit delusional.
I'll give you my YouTube channel name.
Really?
Yeah.
And, can I get the Instagram and then see if? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yo, Miss, we're gonna be on a vlog.
Oh God.
Also, shout out Winko, the great. Oh,
No. I'll bet.
Really? I want to shout out Winko.
Oh my God.
Those are my heroes. When I listen to "There Goes My Hero," that's what I think of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so yeah, that just happened. So yeah, besides that, yeah, you got so yeah, that super night mode is to be determined. We're gonna see what it looks like in post. And besides that, you know, that would be the pros. Now, as far as the cons go, I would say the subject tracking. Let's start with that. The subject tracking is good, but what I noticed was you don't have a lot of options for 4K subject tracking. So we're not 4K, but 9 or 16:9 subject tracking. So when you have the 16:9, you only have the option for 1080p. For everything else is 9:16. So where that is not good is if you're doing a 16:9 timeline and you want to use the subject tracking, then you got to put a 1080p clip in that timeline. And a lot of people don't like doing that, and you know, I get that. So that would be where that would be annoying, you know. Besides that, you have yeah, that would probably be the most. I wish they had the 4K 16:9 and also the 2.7. Just throw that in there, you know. Besides that, like I said, the super night is to be determined. So hopefully that was good. I wish that it had a higher resolution, like maybe 8K. It would be good. Now, I guess it really doesn't matter because from what I'm told, YouTube downgrades your footage to 1080p, or it doesn't matter because it all depends on what people are viewing it on or whatever. But it is cool that other action cameras have 8K, so might as well throw it up in there. Besides that, the remote, I wish the remote worked, and I wish they had a remote that was like the Insta360 that actually showed like the preview of the screen. And I'm not talking about your phone, not using your phone, and I want like something that is separate that will show me a preview of what's on the camera, that I can start the camera with, stop the camera, and also change the settings with. That would be amazing. That'd be great, I also wish that they had it set up like the GoPro, where you can keep it horizontal and then you can change the aspect ratio inside the camera. So where you keep it horizontal and then you can still make it 9:16, and just you never have to change the aspect of your camera at all. It just keep it one way and do all of your shooting just like that. And the only thing you got to do is change the settings in the camera. That'd be great. But yeah, I mean, outside of that, it's a great camera. I mean, especially like I said, if you're coming in here to do a workout, this is all you need. You get this camera, it's all you need. You can record everything you need. You got your microphone. If you're vlogging, this is a great vlogging camera. All you need is a camera, a tripod, microphone, and you're good to go. So, with that being said, if you're looking for a camera, I definitely recommend this one. I would rate, because I've done a couple videos now, and I've done the X5, I've done the Insta360 Ace Pro 2, and I've done this one. And I think the order I would rate them in is the X5 would be number 1, but that's like in a whole different league, really. So I would pick this one over the Ace Pro 2, only because of the front-facing camera or front-facing screen. This touchscreen, I love that. I love that more than anything else because it just makes it so much easier. When I was using the Insta360, the Ace Pro 2, it was just a pain in the butt trying to adjust that screen and flip it up and do all that. That was too much. Like this, much better. So even though that one has more settings, I still like this one better. So I would rate this one number 1, that one number 2. All right, so with that being said, if you're out there doing your thing, keep chasing those goals, embrace the pain, enjoy the process, and respect the gains. And I'll see you at the next video.